it's kind of a bit outside of graduation season, but in general, that era of from April to June is graduation season and graduation party season. Salute to all the graduates that have finally gotten to that milestone and all their hard work, all that studying, grinding, test taking. Like it's definitely a major accomplishment if you get to whatever graduation that you made it to. And we've been having our fair share of graduations and graduation parties. So again, salute to all the hardworking folks, even within our community and our families. And there's definitely a lot of stress up until that point. A lot of times people are taking finals. A lot of people are trying to figure out what their next move is going to be, whether it be higher education or work, or there's a lot of stress with a K during this time. But one, and even the graduation ceremony itself, it can be a lot of stress as far as the organization. Whether you're gonna have a speech or something like that. But one thing that you know you typically want to have make sure it's confirmed is if you're gonna do anything outside of a normal auditorium graduation ceremony, is you want to make sure the weather is on point. And this high school graduation ceremony, they in fact didn't make sure the weather was on point. It's just a brief clip, but roll that clip.
Damn.
I thought there was audio,
So
but
like miserable.
Damn.
jeez. And they're walking too. Go back to it and zoom in a bit, like zoom in and then pause it.
Uh,
Cause I watched
Hopefully.
it, so you notice the people in the stands, they got their umbrellas, but they didn't let the students have the umbrellas.
Like that's crazy.
Oh
I thought I saw.
man,
Oh yeah, one of them got a poncho though. A couple of them maybe.
One
man,
person there.
that ain't light rain either. That's not like the rain that we saw yesterday. That's drenched. Okay, but just to get the background, go out of this and go down to that first comment. I'm always glad when Reddit gives you the background. So, Centennial High School graduation in Williamson County, Franklin, Tennessee, went ahead as scheduled despite a heavy pouring rain last Thursday, May 21st, 2026, leaving students and families soaked as the ceremony took place on the football field. Many attendees questioned the decision to continue outdoors given the forecast, with some wondering whether a backup indoor plan should have been used. While graduates still received their diplomas, reportedly protected in plastic sleeves, the downpour turned the event into an uncomfortable experience, to say the least. So obviously, on some of these first topics, I like to keep it light. This is not anything to delve into too much. I'm just curious, especially it's very topical given the time of year. What are, what comes to y'all mind when y'all see this? Is this is this gonna turn into like somebody's like funny high school memory when they're a little older, or with the school like super tweaking by having the outdoor graduation ceremony, even though they saw that there were going to be a forecast of rain. And maybe I'll ask it afterwards. Yeah, what do y'all make of this? Y'all, I think it's actually not that big of a deal. It's gonna be a funny haha story, even though y'all saw the faces on those kids. They don't seem too happy. Or do y'all think the high school was totally out of line? We'll start with you, Ace. What do you think?
I mean, yeah, I think the high school was bugging. This is actually kind of insane. Like, if this was my situation, I don't think I would have attended. Like, I would just be like, no, we're not doing this. Like,
Lucky that was
it's crazy to me that they stayed. Like, they're just getting soaked. It's baffling.
lucky that was gonna be my next question. Would you guys attend if you knew for a fact that it was gonna rain that heavy?
I'm shocked that that many people stayed. I can't believe it. Like, I'm
I
really,
mean, graduation ceremonies are like a big deal. Like it's like, well, it's really not that once in a lifetime you can have multiple graduations, but people see it as like a really big deal. You get to walk.
I guess, but I would think like people's just sense of not self-preservation, but Like you naturally just like you saw yesterday. You saw yesterday what happened at the cookout for some drizzle. Like everybody packed it up within the first 30 seconds. Like it's just that's crazy to me.
Dang, that's dang. Oh, okay. There you have it. Would you? What if they said, no, you should come. We'll give you, we'll give ponchos and the diplomas will be in plastic sleeves, so you don't got to worry about it getting damaged or anything like that.
I don't know. Maybe I would have felt it out, but I can't imagine staying there with that type of downpour. Like it's truly baffling.
We just saw a clip, so we don't know if it was like a whole production ceremony, like speeches and all that. But that would be sick if they made them do the entire like spiel that they usually do.
You see them
Um,
too, like they're just sitting there looking dead inside. Like just you're not looking back on that fondly. There's no way. Like
I'm sure somebody will turn that into a funny story. You won't believe what happened to me at my graduation.
uh,
Fair enough. Fair enough. What about you, Ghost? When you look at this event, do you think it's not that big of a deal? It's a little rain. It's gonna be a funny story one day, or do you think the high school is totally out of line for making them kids be out there?
Yeah, I mean, you gotta reschedule or do something, have it in the auditorium or in the gym, because as someone who's been on record as saying they did not care about their graduation in any capacity, I would have pulled the ace and I said that yeah, I'm not doing this. I'm not going to sit in the rain for 2, 3 hours. Like them shits are uncomfortable even outside of
right.
like if it was perfect weather.
Yeah,
Like I'm not sitting through that, getting miserable and soaked, and you ain't going out to eat afterwards or nothing. You just going straight home and changing clothes. Yeah, nah, I'm good.
that is like, oh my god, the aftermath where you got to go home or get in your car and you're drenched. Ugh, yeah. It is interesting. I wonder if the school actually gave like a comment afterwards because I can maybe run defense and say like graduations are like a big production, so it's like rescheduling might have been like not in the cards, but why couldn't they go inside? Auditorium, a gym, cafeteria. If it's really like all that, but yeah, it is kind of a question. Maybe they want to give them the real deal graduation experience outside. I don't know. What about you, Wes? Seems like everyone's saying they ditched that thing in a heartbeat. Do you see the comedic value in this, or you think the high school is out of line?
Um, I think as an administrator, I'd probably be like, well, we should do something. We should go inside. But if the plan was, and they probably should, yeah, they probably should have planned better. But as a student, I don't think this would phase me that much, to be honest.
There we go.
I
Y'all
think,
gotta,
I
y'all
think,
sorry, y'all gotta put your mind in the mind of a high schooler. Come on, things ain't that
yeah.
serious.
As a, I mean, yeah, I would. I think I would resign to the situation very early, and I'd just be chilling. Like, if I'm already wet, like, what's the worst that could happen? Unless the lightning started coming down and striking next to me, like, what? It's rain. Like, you're already
Mhm.
soaked. Like, I would quickly resign to, this is what it is. The thing that y'all said is about the speeches and stuff, and I did have to give a speech at my high school graduation, and it would be weird if it's raining that hard because I feel like the sound wouldn't travel as well. And that would be kind of annoying. I might like freestyle the speech and make it short. But other than that, I don't think I'd be that phased. Once I'm already wet, like it's not you already know what it is. Like, what are you gonna do? I mean, you can walk off. I think if I saw the weather, I'd be like, "Are we really gonna do it?" And everybody was like, "If everybody was like, yeah, we're gonna do it," I was like, all right, whatever. Like, I plan to go. I'm gonna go. Like, if everybody's gonna be there, it is what it is.
Yeah,
Nah,
cause y'all gotta think like people be flying out to see
Yeah, family.
their families'
yeah, but it's
graduations.
like okay, we clearly cannot like we can't sit out here in the rain and try to get this done. Like all right, we're gonna go back to the house. We'll do the little celebration, but we can't do the graduation. It's not going. It doesn't work. Like, we can't just sit out here in pouring rain and pretend this is just oh yeah, it's fine. Like
If you're already wet, like what do you
that's
mean?
not. You have to get to that point. You're gonna be sitting there for the
It doesn't
first
take
like
that long.
I know, but yes, exactly. So you're gonna be sitting there for the first couple of minutes. You're gonna be like, "Are we really gonna do this?" And then it's no, we can't do
And
it.
then
No,
I get to the resignation point. I'm not
no.
like,
This
especially if everybody's still there. I'm like, what? All right, we there. We here. We doing this. Like, you're
I feel
already
like
wet.
everybody
Like, you're
looks
not
around.
recouping
Like, no,
anything.
we can't. No.
I like that. I don't know if Wes put on a podcast magic to it, but I like when there's one person and be like, "Nah, it ain't that bad."
I will say though, it also depends on the temperature. But it was in Tennessee in May. I don't
Oh,
think it was cold.
it's
If it was
it
freezing
wasn't cold.
cold, yeah, I don't think it was cold. If it was freezing
Right,
cold
right, for sure.
and you're wet in, you're getting chilled to the bone. That's
That's
another
understandable.
situation. But if it's warm, it's raining, it's not a big deal.
We got an update.
I mean, I'm
Update.
thinking too. Like,
Oh, sorry.
I'm thinking too about like after you get your diploma, you like stay at the school, you get your pictures and stuff with people. Like
Ain't
even
no
that
pictures
is
today.
just
Ain't no picture for that event.
No, 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 no,
exactly, and that's like
no,
one of the
no.
best parts, like linking up with people after and stuff.
But that's
It's
just
ruined, like it's all
that is just
ruined.
how the cookie crumbles. That's what happened at your graduation.
That's one of them
It rained at one
graduations
of our
where
graduations.
Yeah, there was a blackout at my graduation, but we were
Oh yeah,
inside.
true.
Jeez.
You took pictures inside?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
if you get any type of rain, wet, and there ain't no pictures, ain't no flowers exchanged, ain't no oh I'm so excited. It's go to the car.
That doesn't
even
bother me
for
that much
I
either,
mean,
though.
even for mine, people were cutting out early. Like, I can't believe that people stayed for this. Like, that's the most baffling thing to me.
I don't know how
People like me.
quickly I don't know how quickly you can pull up that post that I just dropped in the podcast channel Ghost, but we have an update. So this is relatively harmless in the grand. Oh, that was quick. I like that. That was relatively harmless in the grand scheme of things. But of course, the school does have to explain their actions. So according to the superintendent, and obviously we're not a news podcast, so I'm only providing this so things to make them a bit more, give them a bit more context. So the superintendent of the school came out and said, based on a forecast and radar, we expected a call complete. Oh, we expected to complete last night's ceremony at Centennial and Franklin before the next wave of rain began, but unfortunately, changing conditions brought rain during the events. So it kind of sounds like a PR response, but basically they were saying we thought we could bang it out before the rain came, but you know how it go. Would this lessen the blow for any of y'all naysayers that wouldn't go? Y'all be like, oh, you can't control the rain.
No, because they probably just lying about it. To be honest, like they
If it
can
were
say
true. Why?
that. I don't know.
True, I
It was.
believe you gave it a shot, yeah, for sure. But you got to realize when it's a wrap.
It wouldn't change anything for me.
Okay, we're not going to be able to do it, and even if we're not going to be able to reschedule it, like you got to come pick up your diploma and
So you prefer pick up your
Nah,
diploma, no
you tweaking it.
ceremony. You
I
prefer pick up
yes,
your diploma,
yes,
no
You,
ceremony,
pick
than
up your
stay.
diploma.
I mean, for
Exactly,
Fine, then
me,
no
they should stay.
ceremony,
I
Then they
think
should stay.
and then you can do all your pictures and stuff,
That's fine.
and
Then
maybe have
everybody
like
I
should
the
stay.
building
Who
that's
wants to
gonna be
stay?
rained out.
I believe
Right.
I believe Ace
Everybody
would
should
be
stay. Who wants
I
to stay? You
believe
can
Ace would
leave
be fine with
individually.
going and just picking up the diploma. But you're telling a bunch of young students that worked their butts off that been waiting for this moment. They've
Dog,
been
yes, and they'll be fine with it because
no.
it's freaking
Hold on, hold on,
Now
pouring.
hold on,
now
hold
you're
on,
You're
now
like,
hold
we
on,
you're
hold on,
tweaking.
can't
hold
do
on,
this. Like,
hold
and
on, hold
nobody's
Now you're
gonna be
on.
like
tweaking.
mad about it or be like, oh, the school is tweaking because it's just a little. No, nobody is gonna be mad
Moment.
or not
Hold
understand
on,
why.
hold on.
Now you're
Then
talking.
you're fine.
What?
You should be fine with the situation that occurred because you
I
individually can leave and you'll get your diploma afterward. So there's no problem.
I guess I'm just saying. I mean, truly, like my main point is just I'm baffled that people even stayed for it, and it's not the school's fault that people stayed per se. Besides the fact that they continued to have it,
I
but
think
the whole
you're
situation is kind of
you're
But
not
you're
putting.
essentially, to me, you're saying they shouldn't have stopped it because it's
shouldn't
you
have.
individually who would have left, and you would have if they stopped it and then said we're going to give you diplomas, no more ceremony to everybody. That's no different than you leaving, getting your diploma later, and everybody else staying or whoever deciding to do what they want to do, being free
I
to decide
think
what they
they should have stopped it, just for the general, like just on principle. What a school should do in that situation is stop it and come up with either have a backup plan in the beginning, or you don't have a backup plan, you shift to okay, we're gonna stop it and give out the diplomas. I don't think they should have even tried to continue with it because it looks like looking at the video, it looks insane. Everybody looks dejected. You're ruining the experience
do.
regardless.
Nah, I don't think you're putting yourself inside the mind of an average young uh graduate,
Nobody
soon
was
soon
happy.
soon to be
Nobody was still.
graduate.
Nah, it's not worth it.
If you
All
tell a
right,
bunch of if you tell a bunch
you
of,
are Gen Alpha or Zoomers?
I don't know, but if you tell any generation
Yeah.
of young students that their graduation is canceled, they're gonna riot. I'm just telling you that. They're gonna riot.
Absolutely not. Nope. Don't believe
I
it.
mean, it literally happened for the pandemic, and
Nobody likes
students
that.
coped.
No, no, no,
Students
no, no,
coped.
no. All
What do you
pandemic
mean?
Hey,
high
No.
schoolers who
no,
graduated.
there were some virtual
What?
graduations. There were some virtual
Yes, but
graduations,
they
man.
all hated it. They still talk about it. I go to work with people who still
Well,
talk
there
about
were
it.
virtual graduations, and there were also graduations that were rescheduled to times outside of the pandemic.
My
That
graduation was supposed to
happened.
be rescheduled, and they didn't do that. But it's neither here nor there. University, but no, almost all high schoolers you talk to who were supposed to graduate in 2020 are upset that they didn't get a real graduation.
I
I
mean,
don't know what
yeah,
y'all talking
I
about.
think COVID. I think COVID is different because
COVID
it's
is
like,
the pandemic is a bit different.
yeah. It's like there's people are upset in general about how COVID was handled. So, but with
Yeah, but
rain, like with
the
so
point is they wanted
pouring
a real
rain,
graduation. Why if the
sure, but
excuse
I
is
think
less than a
people,
pandemic, why would they be
every
less mad?
student would understand the school canceling. Like every student here would understand. I don't think anybody would even be upset.
No, they would be upset. If the
No.
reason that people were upset is that they wanted a real graduation, and
Mm.
the reason for canceling being a global pandemic is a better reason than it rained. Sorry.
No. Stop it. Stop it.
What?
Because again,
What?
you understand all of the dynamics of people being upset with how COVID was handled. It's not just, oh, it was the global pan. It's not like it was the Black Death. Like people did not
To Black
believe,
Death.
especially back in 2020, that it was as bad
No, I'm talking about
as the scientists
now.
were
They
saying.
still complain about the fact they didn't have it, so they know what COVID was.
Yes,
They
and they still
know.
think it was blown out of proportion. Oh, we shouldn't have had to wear masks. All this
Whatever.
stuff.
No, no. That's not why. That's not why people are mad. They wanted a real graduation. They say that.
Oh my gosh. Listen, by them saying that, they're saying they didn't believe it was bad as it was.
No. I don't believe that.
Yes, or as bad as it
No.
was handled.
No, I don't think they're not saying, oh, we should have had a real graduation despite COVID. They're saying we just wanted to have a normal graduation like normal people. It's not about the
So
COVID.
what is it? I
It's not a,
mean,
a political comment. It's just a
okay, okay,
comment.
okay, 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 okay. So I kind of see what you're saying. So in this situation, with the rain pouring like this, the people in the future would still say, I
I
would
didn't
have
get to
liked
have
to
a
have a real
graduation because it
graduation.
rained. That sounds so
Fine, but
stupid.
I don't think they're gonna be like, okay, now that it rained, I had the graduation that I wanted either. Like they'll still probably be like, I wish I had a regular graduation where it
No,
was not so
no,
pouring
because
rain and I
why
could have
weren't
taken
people
pictures
walking
and things like
out?
this.
People were
Because
sitting
they
there.
died inside. You saw them.
Nah, they still had agency. I don't
Those
know what
brain
you said.
cells
You would
went
have
out.
walked out.
Their
Nah, nah,
brain
nah,
is
nah, nah,
completely blank. Like look
no,
at
no,
their
Come
no, no,
on,
no.
come
faces.
on,
And
Wes.
Wes,
Come on,
how do
Wes.
you
No,
Come
know
on,
not
people
knock it.
didn't walk
functioning
out?
brain cell anymore.
How do you know
Wait,
people
what?
didn't walk out?
I mean, if they did, that's their choice, and they get to do that. But I'm saying, if that's what this listen, I said in the beginning, the school should have planned better. No, 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 no. Okay, but the fact that they didn't, for the students that are there, they either resigned and said, "Okay, this is what it is. I'm staying here," or they could have walked out. And from what we saw, there were a lot of people at that point in the graduation that decided, "All right, we're here. This is what we're doing." I'm
I'm
saying give
roll.
them the choice and let them do what they want to do because this is what for whatever reason the school didn't reschedule or move them or whatever. I'm
I'm
saying
rolling
either
with
do
you,
that,
Wes, especially because
either get
you
them
go hot the
inside.
hot take. But come on, you don't cap. Those kids look miserable. They look
No, they
absolutely
do. They do.
unfathomably like they wish they were not there, or like that.
They do.
Insane.
They do. But as I said, they have agency. Otherwise, I mean, you just calling. I don't know, insulting their intelligence. I don't know what you're insinuating, but
Okay, fair
Not to
enough.
mention
Well,
the teachers, like
again, it's not anything to deep dive, but definitely again, salute to all the graduates out there. If you did attend your graduations, hopefully they were much better than that. I feel as if a lot of people like they're they get a lot of attention and enjoyment at graduation because like their kid or their family members graduating, but a lot of graduations are just kind of very boring. You're just kind of sitting there hearing a bunch of kids you have no identification with get their names called. I don't know, kind of a weird event if you really look at it. But all the same, unless there's anything else, we can move on to the next topic.